Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sukma Fadilat Laili from Class E, and here I want to explain to you about effects of personality and age on second language acquisitions. Age and personality are individual characters of individual learners which have been shown to have a marked effect on a second language development. And then there are the four kinds of them in the personality. The first one is self-confidence. This is very much related to second language development because self-confidence secure persons is a more successful language learner. And then the two measures of self-confidence are anxiety levels and extroversions. Researchers have concluded that the lower anxiety levels and tendency to be outgoing, which is connected with the successful L2 acquisitions. Target language then those with wait and see personality who are at the same level of L2 development. Secondly is empathy, as the capacity for the participants is an other's feelings or ideas. The thirdly is analytical personality, has been identified in the L2 research literature. Field independent persons are able to perceive individual items that may be relatively difficult to distinguish from their virtual background. The last one is personality and monitor use. Researchers have identified the three types of the monitor users. The first one is overusers, the secondly is underusers, and the last one is optimal users. Optimal monitor users have generally acquired a substantial amount of the L2 subconsciously. Next, I want to talk about the proficiency in age arrival. There are the two types, pronunciations and then grammar. Basically, the children are more successful than adults in learning a second language because they are in the natural environment. It is different with adults that has a silent period, so it's difficult to acquire a second language for adults. Well, there are the sources of the different age. The first one is biological explanations. It means that adult's brain is fundamentally different from the children's brains. And then the secondly is the cognitive explanations, suggest that the onset of the formal operations or the ability to differences. And then the thirdly is affective factors, may play a role, especially in causing adults to filter out more of the available language input than the children do. Last one is the differences in the language environment. It means that the children and adults may also result in the differences in the success attained by the children and also adults. Well, children receive much more concrete, here and now, input which is facilitates language acquisitions. In contrast, adults typically are exposed to conversations about topics whose references are not obvious from the non-linguistic context. And on the other hand, older students may be better at managing conversations. Each of the explanations mentioned above focuses on the aspect of the language acquisitions. I think it's most likely the combinations from the several explanations is required to completely understand the effects of age on the second language acquisitions. In conclusion, age and personality are significant factors that influence the success of the second language acquisitions. Age plays a crucial role as well, with the children generally acquiring a second language that are more easily than adults, especially in the natural environment. The several explanations for this age-related difference include biological factors, cognitive development, affective filters, and then the language environment. The children often benefits from the concrete and immediate input, while adults tend to deal with more abstract conversations which may hinder their acquisitions process. Well, I think it's enough Thank you for your attention.